So continue the previous lab, we now have a cluster and we are going to connect to this cluster. So it's pretty easy. It's gonna give you the command. Okay, you can even say run in the Cloud Shell. It's gonna open the Cloud Shell for you. So it's okay. So now you are able to run Kubernetes commands like kubectl get svc. Only itself Kubernetes serves pods. There are no pods. Okay. Now we are going to create a Docker file here on the front end. So this is the Docker file we need to do. Okay. And you're going to create another one here on the backend side. Running Python requirements, okay, pip install, etc. Okay, let's move on. We are on the right folder, okay. Sorry. So we are going to run a cloud build pipeline. You can see here we have deployments, etc. Okay. By the way, we are not mentioning any YAML, okay, for the cloud. We're going to submit a cloud build. This dev shell product ID is the product ID itself. So if we go to cloud build, there will be a pipeline running. And you can see all the steps. It's a Docker pipeline. We're gonna get the Docker file. Guess you understood what was running? Okay, so we must have a Docker image of the front end. Now we're gonna run for the backend. When I say the cloud build submit, okay, I given the gcr.io, that's the Docker image ./backend on the backend folder. So it knows it's gonna have a Docker file inside here. So this is the pipeline being running. If you come in here, you can see what step was that. A Docker. Pretty useful. That's awesome. So by the way, it's running here. If I go to the hub, you know what's the hub? I hate this. So there are the images. You're gonna use it later for the deployment. Okay, pretty easy. So now you're gonna have to change some things here. The deployment. Let's start with front-end deployment. There are some keywords you have to change. So where we have Google project, let's echo this. This is what we changed there. The brackets out. The other stuff we need to go the bucket. This is the bucket, so it's the product ID -media. The front-end image you could get from the registry, so it's gonna be this. What's the product ID? Let's double check. So that's it. GCR.io. Good. Now let's do for the backend. So we have the products here. Bucket remember. Dash media. Okay. So we each have changed our manifest files. Okay. And what we do now, we create this front-end deployment. Let's go in here. It's gonna show, okay, front-end created and the backend created. And another, this guy here is just a proxy load balancer. Okay, it's provisioning the load balancer. The load balancer can access outside the cluster. So let's wait for that. Once that it, okay, kubectl. It says up and running. You see there's a cache. kubectl get services. There's load balancer here. 34, 16, 38, 190. 192. Okay. Your application is here. That's everything I would like to share. The manifest files, the deployment, etc. of the great Docker files in your in your app folder. Just need in the search folder. Just need a Docker file. You can run directly a pipeline with the cloud build, and it's gonna be ready for and already up to your registry. So pretty simple. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.